Hello and welcome to EV Review Ireland. My name is Derek Reilly. Today we're looking at the BMW i4, specifically the M50 version. So let's get started. So this is the BMW i4, the ultimate driving machine, electrified is what BMW are saying, and I've just gotten it, really looking forward to driving it. What we have here is this beautiful matte finish. You've got that blue identifier around the BMW ring just to say that it is part of the i family, and then again, like the iX, you have this kidney grille design with that integrated camera. You don't have the blue highlights around like you do around the regular eDrive 40. There's two variations of this, but you have that intelligent panel. You have the M badging on it as well. Without the license plate, it might be too overcoming, but with the license plate, it's growing on me, the fact that I'm here the last couple of days. Let me know in the comments what you think, whether you like this design, because this is the way BMW are going, so whether you like it or not. You have those LED and laser light options as well, really dynamic looking lighting systems on it, and you have those active air curtains at the side with the intakes in underneath the bottom as well. Overall, really stylish front and beautiful looking car. Let's have a look along the side. Moving down along the side, you have a choice of 18, 19 or 20 inch wheels, and these are their aero wheels, black, two-tone black and silver. Then you've got the kind of fake venting going on here, your M badge. You have your flush door panels with that, but it actually lifts all the way up. And then in behind that, then you can start to see the M badging and the gloss blacking. Moving down along, you have that wheel arch at the back with that skirt on it, and you have your charging port, same as the iX that we looked at in the last video. Overall, really nice. Moving around, then you've got your 3D in around the corner. M50 badging, you have your spoiler as well, all color coded. Your blue badge around the M50, and then this is kick to open, I believe. We will press the button just in case. And then inside, then you've got a very good size boot with an underfloor section as well. And you've got your Harman Kardon subwoofer. You can drop your seats from the back here, but overall you've got your button down here as well. And you've got your gloss black diffusers in underneath as well. So beautiful looking car on the outside. Let's have a look on the inside. Starting at the door, moving all the way across, you have your presets because it's memory seating, all your electric functionalities, good size, good chunky door and a decent sized door bin. You have your light cluster over my left knee, would be over my left knee on the other side as well. And you've got the same BMW curved display that we had in the BMW iX, 12.3 inch in front of the driver, 14.9 inch. Lots of stuff going on there, lots of apps. This is the 8th version of this user interface. You have your actual manual volume control. Your climate is same as the iX is on the screen. Then you've got a lot of carbon fiber going on here. So your carbon fiber cover for the cup holders, wireless car charging, USB type A, 12 volt, and then behind that then you've got your traditional BMW jog wheel with your touchpad. You've got your blue accented gear knob or mode selector and your start stop button. Then you've got a full size with a USB type C armrest, apologies, with your glove box then over here. Small enough size, but on the mats you can see you've got the M color, so you know you're in an M, and you also have the blue stitching on the seat edges, carbon fiber elements across the dash as well. Up top you've got your comfort sensor, SOS buttons, etc. Overall, beautiful place to be. Seats are excellent, electrically adjusted. It's set for me, I'm 187 centimeters, it's 6'2", but let's have a look in the back to see whether I fit in the back of this Grand Coupe. Might not be the biggest in the back for a big tall fella like me. No, you're not going to, well, no, not really. You probably could bring that seat a bit more forward. These are beautiful seats, but there's a lot in them. So for a tall person in the back of my height, it isn't going to accommodate me, unfortunately. I wish it could. There is no space at all. I'd have to sit spread-legged. You also have your climate control at the back here, 2 USB Type C's, apologies. There is no place to store anything in the back. Got those lovely detailed M seats, Harman Kardon speakers in the doors, door pockets. You've got your ISOFIX. You again have your cup holders with an armrest, and you also have the ski hatch option as well to get able to get into the boot. But unfortunately, just not big enough in the back for a taller person. But if you're driving it, it won't really matter. BMW i4 M50 comes in 10 external colours and 5 different interior colours. Battery sizes for the regular E40 is 80.7 kilowatt hour net, so it's the exact same battery size. It's just the performance of the actual electric motors that are in it. So with the same battery size, it is down to the electric motor. So the power of the eDrive 40 is 250 kilowatts, giving you 340 brake horsepower versus 400 kilowatts and 544 brake horsepower. 430 newton meters versus 795. So that was the one I was driving. 5.7 seconds versus 3.9 seconds. Range WLTP 590. Obviously the M50 being a bit heavier and a bit faster, it brings it down to 521. Energy consumption WLTP, you can see on the screen there. They both take 205 kilowatts on DC. Price wise, you can see the base price here in Europe, but depending on where you're living and where you're looking at this video, check with your local BMW website. We have then some charging curves and also some performance. So you can see the 0 to 100, 3.9 seconds for the M50, and you can see you can go between 350 but 400 kilowatts on boost and launch control. And then the charging curve, you can see there it maxes out at 205, and you can see the way that it staggers down up to 80%. Let's take it out on the road and see what it's like to drive. What's it like driving the BMW i4, specifically the M50 version? It's an M, and if you don't know what that means, it's the performance wing of BMW. I was going to say Mercedes there, and they've done as one of the best electric driving cars that I've ever driven. Speed, driving wise, it is just, you are so. First of all, the electric motor is the perfect partnership for M. Instant torque, it's dual motor as well, so front and rear axle. Absolutely, just it's mind-blowing. The brake horsepower, there's a boost function. I haven't even done that yet. I'm on windy Bavarian roads. Boost function is the last thing on my mind when I'm driving on the opposite side of the road and I have to pull in to let other cars go by so that I can get back to the airport in one piece. But it's so good. A lot of stuff similar to the iX, and if I haven't already put out that video will be coming out. It's already out because the i4 embargo is after it. Heads-up display, customizable. Driver infotainment system, customizable. Drive modes, all down here. Not as fancy a selection system as the iX, but that is the flagship, that is the lighthouse as they call it, but this is still beautiful. Beautiful blue anodized start-stop button to let you know that you're in an I, and you've got that blue highlighted mode selector, reverse, neutral, drive, and then second stage B. D mode in the BMW is adaptive regeneration, and then the B is that one pedal. The seats are so, and you get that little hug like a lot of performance, like a lot of high-end vehicles, but you really need in 700 meters. You really need those side supports when you are starting to take corners, because it's glued to the road, but it can move, it can hold. Steering wheel is gorgeous, 3-spoke traditional BMW. Has that M stitching on it as well. It's leather, it's heated. Yeah, it's all good. Where is this?
Please turn right in 200 meters.
I've got a Ritter, I think it is, or some kind of a, I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's a kind of a road sweeper thing, reversing up the hill. But yeah, a couple of hours today on the way back for the
now turn right.
Heading back to Munich. So we had a presentation this morning just on the performance and the driving dynamics, and now the roads are starting to get a bit the iconic sound, whether you like it or not. One of the BMW team were saying that they prefer that magic carpet ride instead of the iconic sound. But next year it's going to be over-the-air update. You're going to get that Hans Zimmer version of it, I believe. But yeah, so then you stick it into sport, things turn red, you get that louder boost, and it has sports boost function, which is 400 kilowatts, because at peak it can hold that for 10 seconds. Yep, no problem there. You spot a gap in traffic, you're going to be gone through it. I'm really looking forward to testing the eDrive 40, just the standard i4. M50 is gorgeous and it's pinnacle, etc. Ultimate driving machine. I'm not sure how many of them are going to sell. Beautiful. But I'm looking forward to the i4 eDrive 40 head to head with your Teslas. And whether you're a Tesla driver or not, you have to look over your shoulder and say, right, this is coming down the line. Hopefully you've enjoyed my driving impressions of the BMW i4. It's a spin between 2.5 hours between a hotel and an airport, but windy roads, autobahn, etc. Looking forward to getting it for a longer journey and longer time back home in Ireland, and right-hand drive. Make sure you've subscribed to the channel, hit the like button, let me know in the comments what you think, and remember, if you think an EV is for you, you leave it to me and I'll review. Thanks for watching.